Now, I may have been living under a rock for the last decade. I know who Taylor Swift is, and I would probably recognise some of her songs, but I couldn't name you one. But I know she's a big deal, isn't she? I guess perhaps the biggest artist in the world right now. And this is a relatively new tune she's put out, Fortnight, featuring Malone. I couldn't tell you any Malone songs either, but I have watched the 2 or 3 times he's been on Joe Rogan. And he's an interesting dude, isn't he? So this will be my first introduction to Taylor Swift. Let's check it out.
I was supposed to be sent away, but they forgot to come and get me.
It's very it's making me giving me Depeche Mode vibes, who I love, of course, straight away. And what a great image that is, man! What a great image. Beautiful.
I was supposed to be sent away, but they forgot to come and get me. I was a functioning alcoholic till nobody noticed my new aesthetic. All of this to say, I hope you're okay, but you're the reason. And no one here's to blame, but what about your...
This is a simple, beautiful melody. The visual, I mean, what great set design that is, man. How the bed is and how everything's upside down. I'm going to take it back and take in some of those lyrics.
I was supposed to be sent away, but they forgot to come and get me. I was a functioning alcoholic till nobody noticed my new aesthetic.
I wonder how many people could be described as functioning alcoholics. I was certainly one for probably 10 years without even realising. I don't know what it's like in the rest of the world, but in Britain, the drinking culture, the daily drinking culture is extreme, I think, especially among the working classes, perhaps amongst the other classes as well. Yeah.
All of this to say, I hope you're okay, but you're the reason. And no one here's to blame, but what about your quiet treason? And for a fortnight there we were, forever running to you, sometimes ask about the weather. Now you're in my backyard, turned into good neighbors. Your wife waters flowers, I wanna kill her.
It's so sparse and very Depeche Mode like, but it's just a great example of what you can do, what the good stuff you can do with simplicity.
Forever running to you, sometimes ask about the weather. Now you're in my backyard, turned into good neighbors. Your wife waters flowers, I wanna kill her. All my mornings are Mondays, stuck in an
love the aesthetic of this video. It's reminding me of something. I can't think. Well, the song's reminding me of something. What a great video this is. Because it's sort of with the, I guess, the attire, especially the dress she's wearing now. It's a period dress, isn't it? You know, and the typewriters and stuff. But the rest of it is kind of modern, or even futuristic, like some kind of sci-fi dystopia, even. If there's any Taylor Swift fans watching, let me know what this song's about. You know, is this a? Does she tend to write autobiographical songs or more sort of story songs?
All my mornings are Mondays stuck in an endless February. I took the miracle move on drug. The effects were temporary, and
I took the miracle move on drug. The effects were temporary. What's she referring to there then? Alcohol or like, you know, or psychological pills that they try and dose you up with. Whatever you take is, I've said this in some of my other reactions, but you know, whatever you take, it's usually just escape, isn't it, you know? And perhaps in the short term, you need a little bit of help. But if you can, eventually, you know, you just got to sit through and analyse the pain and all that sort of stuff, haven't you, you know, and try and, you know, eat well, exercise. I think Jim Carrey said once, you know, that depression is a real thing, but if you're not eating well, if you're not exercising, if you're not surrounding yourself, you know, with the right people, which isn't always easy, then you're not giving yourself a fighting chance. And in my experience, that's the way forward. You know, you've got to strip away the layers of crap that you build up around yourself, haven't you? So this is in specific. I'm digressing a bit. I do that a lot on this channel. This is about a breakup with somebody of some sort, I presume. Got it. So she's had this love affair with this guy who's now a next door neighbour and has got a wife and stuff. It's an interesting concept, isn't it? An interesting idea. I love you. It's ruining my life. Which love is a funny thing, isn't it? There's a great line in a Paul McCartney song. I only know love when I'm in it. But what is love, you know? Sometimes I'm not sure I even understand. But it can be brilliant, can't it? But also, you got to love yourself, haven't you? First and foremost. And maybe I'm speaking, you know, from my own. I am speaking from my own experience, of course. But I guess putting all your eggs in one basket, relying on another person, is that safe to do? Is that wise to do? At what point do you let it go? Can you be enough on your own? I guess you might be able to tell I'm speaking as somebody who's never, I guess, suppose had those long-term deep relationships in general. It's cool stuff though.
Forever running to you sometimes. Ask about the weather. Now you're in my backyard. Turn into good neighbors. Your wife waters flowers. I wanna kill her. And for a fortnight there we were together, running to you sometimes. Comment on my sweater. Now you're at the mailbox. Turned into good neighbors. My husband is cheating. I wanna kill him.
So this is the tornado that she's found herself in, the eye of the storm even, and all these pages read, "I love you, you ruined my life," and all about this brief relationship, I suppose, which I can relate to brief relationships having a lasting effect, you know. A lasting effect many years later. Although I'm not too sure now that I do reflect on it, what was real and what is imagination. You know, what I'm a very I guess creative, imaginative person, and sometimes I'm not sure if my memories are for real. I've got a song which I'm not going to recite again here, but in my Money Game Part 2 reaction by Ren, I sort of do a bit at the end of it. But the gist of that is that we're made of the things that we lose. And yeah. I'm enjoying my first introduction to Taylor Swift.
I love you. It's ruining my life. It's ruining my life. I touched you for only a fortnight. I touched you.
Is that Ethan Hawke?
I love you. It's ruining my life.
You know, usually in general, auto-tune does my head in. But I did hear Post Malone speak about that on his appearances on Joe Rogan, where he says that he can't sing. So you know, why would he not exploit the availability of that technology? You know. So it's kind of his thing, is it? I would be interested to check out some Post Malone. So if there's any Post Malone fans watching, let me know in the comments where I should start with him. And Taylor Swift fans, let me know Taylor Swift stuff to check out.
But you won't pick up another fortnight lost in America. Moved to Florida, buy the car you want, but it won't start up till I touch you.
The end. Cool stuff, man. Cool stuff. The video was great, fantastic. Nice melody, some nice ideas. The I love you, you're ruining my life is, I guess, the line that I take away from it as an interesting concept. I mean, does this justify to me being the biggest artist in the world? The jury's out for me, you know. But I'm interested to find out why she's so huge. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Thanks for joining me. And recommend me some more stuff. I'll see you next time.